What is that? When do you know if you're gonna get it? Tonight? Have they got all of their offers yet? Is that as high as you're going on the offer? Well, who, your buyer or your... How do you know they're asleep? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Hey, you've got an inspired dude on your hands right now. I'm extremely inspired. I'm almost pissed off. I'm very angry. I'm an angry man right now. I'm angry, Cameron. Do me a favor, like, comment, and share the stream. Hey, why are you coming in here so late? CMA hangover?
Hello.
Huh?
Hey, you started 1 minute early.
Hey, what time are you supposed? That's why you always got to be prepared. You always got to be ready. It's my fault. I apologize.
No,
it's my fault. You're late.
Yeah.
I apologize. Who all's on here? Amanda, Andre, Remy, Cameron, Jacob Freeze. My wife. Everybody say hello to my wife.
Hello.
Van, go ahead and look at the blood over there on my screen for me if you don't mind. 60 seconds of gratitude, as always, is how we start the show. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I have continued the art of grilling. I feel like I'm becoming a good grill man. I cooked yesterday. Did you see my steaks? I got those steaks from the Tennessee Meat Company, and they were fantastic. I'm starting to understand how to do the green egg, how to maneuver, how to predict. The power of prediction, Josh, is so powerful. So whenever I first started cooking on this egg, I didn't know how you would. Have you ever cooked on a green egg? Have you? Has anybody? Well, whenever you cook on a green egg, you've got it's lump charcoal. It's lump coal or whatever, and it's like a wood, like little wood chips. They're big, and what I would do is I would get the fire hot, and then I would just put the food on. Now what I have learned is I let it go up, and then I shut the flame down, and I regulate the heat. I just regulate it. Then I put the steaks on there, and now I'm like putting the little needle in the middle of it, and it tells me what the temperature is. In the last few times I've cooked steaks, I can tell you they were fantastic. My wife is on here. We went to play golf yesterday, and it was just a complete shit show. I mean, it was terrible. I don't know why I was so bad yesterday. But it was a brutal day. But I'm going back out this week. I will get back to my normal 115. You know what I'm saying? My 115. Good morning, Noah. All right, today's show topic. I'm very inspired because on Friday I went to a conference where there were some really, really, really big time people there. Rob Luna, a guy that's like on CNBC. He's on Fox News though, Fox Business. He was there. Listen to him and what he was saying about what's coming up in the economy. Other people that are like top CEOs, like you were talking about. I don't think we really had any Fortune 500 people there, but we did have access to Rob Luna, who manages like $1 billion. He's one of the top wealth advisors in the country, and he talks to people like you're talking about. He has those levels of conversation. So we're in a cycle right now of I'm going to try to give you a visualization. If we were going down the road, has anybody here ever ran out of gas in their vehicle? Have you? Have you?
No.
Have you, Van?
Yes.
I have. Have you? Have you? Okay, Josh. Have you ever ridden a bike and the chain came off? Have you ever done anything like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever done something where the power supplied source stopped, but the vehicle kept moving? Have you ever done anything like that? Okay, so Travis Lawrence, where are you at? Where's that man? Oh, he's at the walkthrough. Never mind, you are accounted for. So right now, what's going on is the Fed has hit the brakes, and what's gonna happen is the economy is still moving, but the people, like you've probably been on a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round or something like that. So the energy supply, the force will be if somebody's pushing you, or if I'm pushing you a swing. Like if we're on a little swing over there, me and Josh are on a little date, and he says, I want you to take me to swing, and I'm pushing him on the swing, and I got you going high, and then I let go of you. The moment I let go of you, do you think you're going to keep going as high as you were going? You will. You will. The momentum will keep you going.
Yeah, you keep swinging for a little bit.
You're going to keep swinging for a little bit, okay? And then you're going to eventually wind it down until I'm just sitting there and I get you out the swing. So right now, that's what's going on, according to these people. So if you're watching the stock market right now, pay attention to how bloody it's getting. Vane, did you look at my account over there? What are they telling me? I know that, but are they saying you need to bring in more money yet? Okay, good morning, Hayden. Where are you at, Hayden? I thought you'd been here by now. So that's what's going on right now. Eventually, things are about to stop. Here's the good news, okay? It's not going to be as good a news for you guys because you're young and you don't have the means to take advantage of what's about to come. But you could get yourself, you've got about 6 months to a year to really put yourself in a position to where maybe you can store some money or partner up with somebody, and there's going to be some opportunities out there for you. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're going to look like. But if you don't have access to money, if you don't have access to capital, you won't be able to take advantage of what's about to come up. This is where most rich people get even richer is during these kind of times because opportunities, they become abundant because, like, let's just say if you own something and you were behind, you were overextended, you weren't making as much money, you couldn't meet all your obligations. Now, have you ever played Monopoly? Okay, well, let's just use Monopoly. Like whenever you buy a house and then you've got hotels on there, and then like if you've got those hotels and you've got to pay, let's say, $100 to build them up. Let's say you land on his stuff and you're out of money, and the only way you can get access to your money is by liquidating your hotels. When you liquidate, have you noticed you don't get as much money as what you paid for? They give you like a fraction of it. So the people out there right now that have been building up something and putting all their money into it, it's very, very common for people to get over leveraged, to get overextended. They don't have the cash flow to withstand what's going on. And then you need to unload something. He comes up, Josh, hey man, I can bail you out. I'm not going to pay you what you paid for. Let's just say if you paid $300,000 for something. Josh, what will you pay the man?
100. $275.
Well, would you? See, whenever well, what if it's dropped? The market value is now $250. You might pay $200. It's going to be these opportunities where you might be able to multiply $100,000, or that same money might be multiplied into $300,000 to $500,000. This is going to be the best opportunity. They're coming on the horizon. It's too early to start going in on things. The example I'm going to use is me and my wife. Where do we want to place? Florida. We want to place in Florida. And every day I'm getting on there and I'm seeing these price cuts, which is pulling the overall real estate market down in that area. Okay, so she's like, ooh, look at that one. Look at that one. I mean, the houses, there's a house that's on there right now that it's on this street called Bethlehem. I was telling her about last night. It's like $1 million. But about 2 months ago, those houses on those streets were selling for like $1.2 million. They've already come down $200,000. Where are they going to settle, Josh?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you could see that house settle to like $750,000. It might be 18 months away from getting there, but that's the direction things are moving. So you don't want to buy things right now as they're going down. And it's not going to look like this. It's not going to go straight down. It's more like a long continuous. This is going to take 24 months probably. We're already in a recession. I don't know if the government will admit this or not. I don't trust the government. I don't know if they can come up with data that says we're not in a recession. But we will definitely be in a recession this year. I think we're in one right now. Go ahead, sir.
Is there anything that could stop there anything that would make that downward spiral go up?
Well, whenever a train is slowing down, how long does it take it?
Wow.
It takes it a while. So these things, it's already in motion. It's like we're already in it. So what they could do, the reason why they've got to create this recession is because of inflation. If we don't create this recession, would you like it if gas prices were $9 a gallon?
Wouldn't bother me.
Well, it should. What if it was $13 a gallon? See, eventually, all this stuff trickles down to where it does affect us. If you're in real estate, you're going to say, man, it looks fine to me. It's fine. What you don't know is we're on the other side of this. We're on the lagging side. We will see it last. Right now, there's people you're talking to that want to buy a house. In 4 months, they're going to get laid off. That lead is now gone. You're going to see more and more of this. It's going to take a while. So however many people you're working with right now, you need to think, I need to double this. Because that needs to be your mindset. And right now, you need to probably limit just wasting money. You need to put that money somewhere to where you can use it for your advantage. It might be a year. It might be a year and a half before you're going to be able to do this, but it is coming. It is in motion. And there is nothing, Josh, just so you know, there is nothing that can be done about it. Did you see the inflation numbers on Friday? Did you pay attention to it? Did you?
I didn't.
Did anybody? Did you, Van? What were they? It was 8.6. So whenever the Fed sees them, their primary job is to control inflation. That's what their job is. Because if they don't fight inflation, the prices of things would be so out of control, nobody would be able to afford it except a certain amount of people. So what they've got to do now is they've got to raise the rates. Now, that's not necessarily meaning they're going to raise the mortgage rates, the 30-year rates. This is a different type of money I'm talking about. But when these rates go up, the 30-year mortgage anticipates it and moves up with it. So how would our business be if our rates were at 6.5%?
You're a little bit tougher than it is now.
Would it just be a little bit tougher, or would it be a lot harder?
I think they're at 6 right now, aren't they?
No, they've come back down.
Oh.
They're about to go back up. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I just have. Is it going to be a recession, or is there a chance that it could surpass the suppression and maybe hit a depression?
No, I think the government is going to force a recession, and I think within 2 years, interest rates will be going back down. Cecilia, hello, Danny Ward. Good morning. You think 2024 election might restore consumer confidence? I don't know. A lot of people think that, like, who do they blame right now?
Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe. They're going to Brandon. They're blaming Brandon. Okay, but a lot of these things were set forth years ago. If you follow economic cycles, like we're going to go through a recession now, but we're also going to go through one in 8 to 10 years from now. That's just cycles. I mean, it does not matter who's in office in 8 to 10 years. There's going to be a recession. So I think consumer confidence could, I don't know. What if you think the 2024 election might restore consumer confidence? What if Sleepy Joe's reelected? How would I don't know. I don't look at that as much as I do. I look at the stock market for my consumer confidence. And if you pull up a chart and you see the way the market's been going this year, it's off. It's off nearly 20%. It's off a whole lot. So the stock market is going to tell you this. This is how your economy is going to look in 6 months, in 9 months. There's going to be less money floating around out there in 6 months to a year. So what does that mean to you? It means it's going to be harder for you to make money. If you know it's going to be harder for you to make money, that does not mean you will make less money. That's not what I'm saying. But if it's going to be harder, you're going to have to do more of something to make sure you're getting your fair share of it. What is it that you're going to do? What are you absorbing right now to get ahead of this? Because we're walking into this recession, but good things are still happening. Do not, like I was on Hayden, he was going to go buy these boots. They're like $500 or $600. said don't do that. I'm looking at vacations. I'd like to go on the end of this year. It's like $15,000. I don't think we need to do that. That money needs to be somewhere else. So there are going to be opportunities. Like right now, there's some opportunities to buy stocks. Do you have any money in the market? See if you have money. See, how much money over the last year have you blown either going out to ridiculous dinners, going on trips, just blowing money? How much money do you think you've blown? Just blown. Now, I don't want to confuse that with like living and having some fun, but how much money do you think you've blown $5,000?
I said more, probably like 10,000.
Okay, well, if you had $10,000, remember a minute ago, I think you could have doubled that right with this opportunity, maybe tripled it. But you decided to go think dumb shit with your money. It's all choice. It's choices. Every single day we have a choice. What am I going to do to produce it? Then once I produce it, what am I going to do to keep it? And then once I keep it, what am I going to do to multiply it? You need to be thinking about these things. Shut us down, Ving Grafton.